sorry we got cut off there, having some technical difficulties with our training phone. But anyway, I'm just going to start working with Maggie out here with the rest of the dogs. And she's going to be off leash so that that's not really triggering her mind into training mode. I want her to always be receptive to the training mode. So Maggie, come. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Maggie, sit. Hey. Maggie. Maggie, sit. Come on. Sit. Sit. Good, sit. Come here. Okay, so there is a lot of distractions here. Maggie, sit. Off, Bella. Sit. Maggie, hey, sit. Sit. Good, sit. Wait. There are a lot of distractions, but we know that Maggie knows how to sit, and I think really the difference here is not being on a leash, so she's thinking she's in play mode and that she doesn't have to listen to the commands. So this is why we practice this, so that she learns to listen to commands no matter what the situation is. Come. Good come. Good girl, Maggie. Good job. Good job. Okay, so I want to do a couple more like sit down stays and stuff as a warm-up, and then do some off-leash healing with her, even with all these other dogs around. So Maggie, come. Good girl. Sit. Off, Duncan. Maggie, sit. Maggie, sit. Come on, sit. Maggie, sit. Come on, sit. Good girl. Okay, so there, getting the hand on her collar wasn't really working to try to like imitate a leash, so I just kind of walked forward and kind of got into her space so that she backed up and she backed up into a sit. So that worked well. All right, Maggie, down. Down. Good, sit, cut. Down. Good, down. Stay. Kai's doing a very good stay. Off, Melanie. Off. And so another thing that's really useful about getting this training is to make sure that Maggie is always paying attention, always ready to listen to you. Because like what I just realized here, having these other dogs around, I wasn't giving her my full attention because I was correcting with the other dogs. And that is a lot like you going out. You never know what you might see on the street, and with her being a therapy dog, if you're talking to other people, it will take your attention away from Maggie. And so not that she's going to do anything crazy or bad, but you always want to make sure that she is listening to you and waiting for your instructions, your commands before she does anything. She's done a very good stay. Good stay, Maggie. Good girl. Good girl. Good stay. Good stay. Okay, so I'm not using treats with her in here because I don't want the other dogs to get all worked up by it. I'm trying to make up for it by giving her lots of extra praise and petting and stuff. So, Maggie, sit. Come on, sit. Maggie, sit. Good, sit. Alright, now that it's not so crowded around here, I'm going to try some off-leash healing for her. Excuse me, Kai. Maggie, heel. 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 Maggie. Good heel. Good girl. Okay, so she's lagging a little bit, but that's okay. She's doing pretty well at first for this first time, and especially since I was having trouble getting her to sit earlier. A little bit of lagging on the heel is not the biggest concern. I just want to introduce her to this kind of stuff off leash. So heel, heel, Maggie, come on, heel. Maggie, sit. Stay. Good heel. Stay. Alright, since she is getting a little too aloof here and not really responding very well, I don't want to practice the incorrect things with her. So I am going to grab her leash to hopefully wake her up a bit and show her that I mean business. After doing a little bit with the leash, then I'll take it off again and see if there's an improvement. So stay, Maggie. See her ears perk up when the leash is in play, but it also gets the other dogs excited too. Stay.
Good stay, Maggie. Good stay. Sit. Sit.
Much quicker with the leash on. She knows what this means. Kai is a rock star at sitting off leash. Good boy. Maggie, heel. Okay, you can see a lot more pep in her step now, which is good. And you know, it's not like I'm even pulling on the leash and trying to keep her up that way. It's just having the leash on lets her know that she's in business mode and it's time to work. Excuse you, Maggie. Sit. Good heel, good girl. Okay, so she's gotten a little bit lazy with her heel. She doesn't like sitting. So I'm just going to practice lots of forwards and stops with her just to get her back into the habit of sitting. And I'll also do some not heeling, but just plain loose leash walking. And I won't be picky about where she sits, but I want her to sit every time that I stop, just so that she really gets into that habit. Maggie, heel. Sit. Maggie. Good girl. Remember, we aren't supposed to say the sit command. That's included in the heel. So, I like to wait to see if she will do it herself before I tell her to do it. That's why I do kind of a stomp with a foot or a little tug on the leash just to remind her. Because I know Maggie does know this, and she's either, has her mind on other things, and we just got to dust off the cobwebs, or she's, being kind of lazy today. So, thank you. Yeah. Maggie. Good heel, good girl. Heel. Maggie. Sit. Sit. Maggie, sit. Good heel. Okay, she's still being really slow with it. I think, I'm not sure what's up with her today. She seems a little bit quieter, so maybe she's just kind of tired or something. So definitely work on this at home in case it is something that she's struggling with, but I think it might just be an off day for Maggie. So I want to do a little bit more, and then we'll call it good for today. So Maggie, heel. Good girl. Good girl, Miss Max. Good girl. Look out, guys. Look out. Maggie, sit. Maggie, sit. Maggie, sit. Off, Melody. Sit. Good heel. Good girl, Maggie. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. So she's done a really good job today. And she seems to be a little bit distracted, a little too overwhelmed with all of these other dogs, and just a little bit quieter than normal. And so I will definitely try this again with her, see if it works better on a better day, but it is good practice for her to make sure that she always listens, whether she's on leash or not. But she did a great job overall. She wasn't listening to all the commands perfectly, but she wasn't doing anything bad, like jumping or running around or anything like that, so that's good. This is Rachel and Maggie, and we're working on off-leash commands.